Gomez and Company, and the time for our Cup of Joe as we welcome in Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance. Joe, good morning. How are you?
Hey, buddy. How are you? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Happy April. And see, last week was the last day of March, I guess, last time we spoke. So brand new month here. We're climbing up. It's going to be 70 degrees here today, Joe. Maybe near 80 tomorrow. And I know. Oh, man.
You know what you're going to be doing.
Very soon, maybe tomorrow. Actually, first time out to get on the golf course.
Maybe tomorrow.
This is a great time of the year, and there's certain things you look forward to, and even when you start seeing the promos on television for the Masters, that's when you know spring is arriving. It's like the Masters, and that starts tomorrow.
I know this is awesome. I mean, you had Monday night, the end of the Final Four, and then tomorrow the green jacket. I love this week. I don't know, but my wife gets mad at me. The Sunday of the Masters, I go down in my basement, Gomez, and watch it alone. It's just the back nine of that tournament. I just love it.
Wow.
Just love it.
So that's your thing. So, don't call Joe on Sunday or like all week.
Well, no. It's the weekend. It's the best time for this tournament. Who do you think's who's your pick?
I think Dustin Johnson may be one of the favorites anyway, and I know Bryson DeChambeau had won. Did he win? What was his most recent win? The U.S. Open?
He won the U.S. Open.
I think he's talking some smack. That's people love to hate him in a lot of ways. I think he's good for golf because. The guy.
I know.
And he made reference yesterday to some secret weapon that he has in his golf bag, and people are thinking that it's.
I saw that.
Like it might be like an extra long driver that he's been tinkering with. And I know there are people who hope he doesn't win because then that would show to the golf world that, you can win just by getting jacked up and hitting it a mile. And it's really it's a finesse game. In a course like that, I don't think you can win just because you can hit it a mile.
No, it's definitely finesse there with the undulation of the greens and the hills, and you got to have all types of your game working. I was happy for Jordan Spieth. I think he's a little more confident. I'd like to see him play well this week.
Well, as you said, a great time of the year, Joe. And I know April, now that we're into the new month and we set the clocks ahead a couple of weeks back, offline, we were just kind of chatting about some of the reminders for this time of the year. Good time to do these things.
Yeah, I mean, great thing to check the smoke detectors at the home, change the batteries, right, on any, radon systems that you have, carbon monoxide systems. Another thing we were talking to clients about is, as we start getting ready from heat, hopefully to air conditioning, right, filter changes.
True.
Things that just, protect your house and, make things better and, hopefully helps in an insurance claim, if something does happen. But you want to be proactive this time of the year.
Joe, as part of the Cup of Joe part here that I love doing is coming up with some unique insurance claim cases that are actually ones that have been filed. I mean, everybody has the, fender benders, home things and that's what insurance is for. But every now and then you run across a beauty. Here's one I wanted to run by you today. It happened in North Carolina. It was a lawyer. That's what he happened to do for a living. But he had purchased a box of expensive cigars and then insured them against storm, flood, and fire. I guess he thought of them as an investment. They were gone. They were gone within a month, and then he filed a claim with his homeowner's insurance, claiming that his cigars were lost to a series of small fires. That's how you smoke a cigar.
Series of small
and then
okay.
The insurer refused to pay. They just said, "Well, you smoked them. It's not a series of small fires." However, the judge in the case, because it made it that far, ruled that, quote, since the insurer had never stated what was considered to be an unacceptable fire, the company did, in fact, owe $15,000 to the guy for the loss of the cigars due to the series of small fires. If that were the end of it, that would still be a unique case. But the part two is even better. The insurance paid, but the insurance company came back at that guy, had him arrested, charged with 24 counts of arson and insurance fraud, was fined $1,000 per cigar, and sentenced to 24 months in jail.
Wow. Well, I hope he liked those 24 cigars because he ended up costing 10 grand more in 2 years of his life.
He thought he stuck it to the man, but nope.
That is a good one. Well, it was probably ruled, but fire's a covered cause of loss, and somehow he got the carrier to pay, and then they must have went back and said, "Hang on, this is fraud," and did everything they got to do. So he lost in that scenario. I hope he enjoyed cigars and enjoyed those because. Where did you find that one, man? You must have a great research department over there at Galaxy, Gomez.
Right up to that point, it was a brilliant plan, a series of small fires, but there's always somebody a little bit smarter.
Unbelievable.
Hey,
Wow, that's a good one.
Listen, enjoy the Masters, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Yes, have a great week and weekend, and hopefully you have the green jacket this year.
I hope you're right. Thanks, Joe.
All right, buddy.